at this point, especially if you have different or multiple data sets. Palladio suggests that you start with your primary table. So in this case, that's going to mean my data on the letters. So I'm going to copy and paste that whole table, including the column headers. We're going to copy those right into Palladio, and Palladio will actually format it in such a way where those headers will become the column sections as well. So we're going to load that in. We're going to give this table a name. So once you put in all this data, anytime you see a red dot, that means that there's something either wrong or something that you have to attend to. So the letter ID is okay. Bibliographic information, something is coming up. One thing that is a little bit problematic in Palladio is that you have to tell the program what you want dashes or commas to mean. And so in this case, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just marking the page numbers for the critical additions. So to get rid of the red splotch, we're just going to get rid of those. And we'll be done, just to make sure that Palladio knows that at least for that particular set of data, comma and dashes don't mean anything. Letter date's fine, language is fine, author and recipient we'll come back to. The source location has a red. Again, so because each location is a city name and then the country with a comma in between, we have to make sure that they know that we're not meaning that it's from Basel and Switzerland, two different places, different things. So just making sure that the commas are kind of discounted there. So we're done there. Same thing with destination location. It's making sure again that we don't mean that Anderlecht and Belgium are two different places that this person is from or that this letter is going to. So just verifying that the comma is okay there. Subjects, same thing. This one is a little bit different in that there are multiple subjects for each letter, and so there are multiple values that can correspond. So concern over Wittenberg leadership is going to show up in a number of places. It's its own separate entity, so we're going to put for multiple values that it's a comma that is dividing those multiple values. So that's significant there. We'll be done with that. Mentions, same thing. So there are multiple names that are going to show up, and if there are 6 or 7 names that are mentioned all in one letter, Palladio needs to know that it's a comma that is separating those, which we have there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do then is we're going to actually combine and link data between different tables. The way we're going to do this, we'll start with author. We're going to extend this part of our table by adding in that persons table from our data set. So we're going to add a new table. We're going to go back to Excel here. We're going to copy and paste, and the same way that we did before, getting even the table headers there. We're just going to copy and paste into Palladio. Okay. And once it is done that, we will done. So we've added in the second table, and you can see that it's actually that the author portion here in the letters table is now being linked to whatever this table is, whatever title we give. So we'll call this persons. So it's being linked there. So now the same thing, we'll have to go here and attend to any of the red dots that show up. Same thing here with the commas, making sure that they are in fact okay. Title and position. Same type of thing. There could be multiple titles to one person. That is okay. The picture URL, just making sure that that is fine and squared away. The description, similarly, my description uses, it's a paragraph of information, so it's going to be using both commas and semicolons, and that's fine. We need to tell Palladio that that's okay. Link to the Wikipedia pages, all good, done there. Okay, one thing that we can also do then, now that we have the persons table established, is we'll go to the recipient and the letters table, and we'll do the exact same thing. We'll choose an extension, we'll link the persons in the letters table to the persons table. 20 out of 20 matches, good, we're matched there. Now, one other thing we need to do is we need to add in our third data set, and that's the locations, the places. So we're going to go to the source location column in the letters, and we're going to add a new table of information. Do the same thing we did last time. Go to our Excel sheet. We're just going to copy and paste. Sorry. Copy and paste all of these into Palladio. Perfect. Load. Good. We got 13 out of 13 matches there. Good extension. So over here, again, it says that it's linked 13 to untitled. We'll call this one places. So now it'll actually recognize in the places table that those are coordinates. Those are set up and established like coordinates, which is good. And we'll do the same thing with destination location, where we will choose the extension. We'll do places, 19 out of 19. And then the last link that we have to make then is just in the mentions. So anytime a letter mentions somebody, we want to make sure that it recognizes that person is also on the persons table. Good. Okay, so once we have all of our data established and connected in the ways that we want it to, now we can go to the visualization portion.